is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all the records. We rank them from worst to best. We give our biggest banger and also the worst song from each album. Right now we are in easy, hard season on the podcast. That's where we take a band that we really like and we do probably one of our least favorite records by them or a record that nobody really talks about. So what are we doing this week, Jeff? Go.
We're doing Weezer's and the White Album.
White Album. But like I said, we're going to rank the albums first. I don't know why I asked you to say that like this is the main episode, but it isn't.
That's true.
So yes, Weezer. We're doing Weezer this week, and we're doing their 15 studio albums plus their compilation, Death of False Metal, and then we're doing the Seasons EPs. We're doing them all separately. We're not doing it as one bundle, but as 4 different things. So 20 in all. So let's start with the worst Weezer record or whatever, EP, whatever. What do you got? Go.
Black.
That's
it. Black. This is bad Weezer. Actually, it's not terrible.
So it is not Black.
It really is not a terrible album. It's just like, if this wasn't put out by Weezer, then this wouldn't even be a conversation here.
Okay.
Right? No one would ever talk about this. But I can't imagine why they thought about releasing a black record after a white record. But like, not making this edgy and dark and heavy and wild and metal and cool, right? Like, the fuck, You just did the same fucking thing, just worse. Like, what a missed opportunity. That's silly.
All right. You got a banger?
Fools. Yeah, we have to have a banger and a worst song, a best and worst song for every record,
yes,
right?
Correct.
Even your favorite record too. I hope you have one.
No, we'll see. What do you got?
My worst song is none of them.
You got me.
The best song, just because like it got stuck in my head so fucking fast, but Can't Knock the Hustle. Like,
opener.
This song was so dumb. It's so stupid. But like I get it. They're trying to do a little funk thing going on here. Like it's a little cutesy and funky and kind of demure. It's fine. Got like the Offspring kind of jokey vibe to it. But the worst song is Zombie Bastards. I fucking hate that song.
So the best song and then the worst song.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So my number 20 is Pacific Daydream, 11th record from 2017. This is just a mediocre pop record. I don't think that anything they've ever done is bad. Every record has its merits, has some good stuff on there. But this is it's just one of their poppiest. And I just don't feel like the melodies are that great. The hooks aren't that great. There's some cool funk bass stuff going on, but otherwise I think most of this record is pretty forgettable. Banger, Mexican Fender. This is one of the more like guitar driven songs, and it's a cool song. It's the opening track. Stinker, bad song. Feels Like Summer. I've never liked that song. That song is stupid as shit. It's one of their worst songs, like hands down one of their worst songs. Bottom 5 Weezer right there. So, Pacific Daydream, number 20. We're gonna get through some of these pretty fast. So, sounds like we're doing a lot.
Like the top ones we'll get through fast.
Yeah, probably. Because we talk about those top 5 so much already. So, what do you got for number 19? Go.
Okay, Human.
Right?
Yeah. This is a hot take here. Like, some people, like, I've read a lot of people who think this is like top tier Weezer. This is the same type of people who think White Album is like the best album. But like, it's got its moments. Mm-hmm. But overall, this is just fucking mid tier at best. Like, there's nothing that sets us apart from any other mediocre Weezer, other than the fact that they use like an orchestra and they've like recorded to analog tape. But like, who fucking cares? Big whoop. I just don't get this record. It's not heavy like Van Weezer. It's not like catchy and a little complex. Like, everything will be all right in the end. It's just a boring Weezer output. And I can't believe that people think this is absolutely fantastic. It fucking irritates me. Best song. All my favorite songs. Great opener. Solid song. Never recovers afterwards because the entire record after that is boring at best. But Bird with a Broken Wing, man, this song is just so over the top. It's like the piano, Rivers like vibrato vocals. It's all just too much. It's fucking stupid. Add the harms in there. It is dumb. It is a dumb song. All right. Dumb song.
Dumb song. My number 19 is Spring from the Season Sessions. The Spring EP. Spring is my number 19.
Damn, girl, we get old.
I told you my rankings are wild this week. I mean, there's a lot of.
Here we go.
Yeah, so Spring. This is like the more acoustic, folk based part of the Season Sessions. It's still with the full band, but it's still very subdued. The songs are fun. I mean, once again, none of these are bad records. The songs are fun, but It's just not very memorable. What Weezer does best is the heavy guitars and the super melodic vocals, the fuzzed out guitars, the downstroke guitars with the melodic vocals. That push and pull of styles is what makes Weezer, I feel, so great. And this is just kind of boring. I just don't really care for this spring one. This is the first EP to come out of with those sessions. So whatever. Spring EP, my number 19. What do you got for 18? Go. Oh, I forgot
to hear a banger and I hear a worse song.
Right. Banger is All This Love. Stinker, A Little Bit of Love. I don't really remember why. I didn't even write why. Because a lot of the songs just kind of bleed into each other. So
gotcha. Okay.
Number 18. What do you got? Go.
Teal.
It's
dude. This is a
even this
collection
high for you.
Beige ass covers. It's just because like I would rather listen to this in OK Human because at least I know these songs and
yeah.
And it's funny because like you, if you just didn't know this was gonna happen, like these all sound like Weezer, right? It's just like they have an iconic sound and shit, so it sounds like Weezer and it's fine and whatever. But like this stemmed from a very endearing back and forth between Twitter and like a fan account, and like you should have just stopped at that, right? That was such a cool, wholesome interaction between a band and their fans. And Weezer does a lot of that stuff over. And they've been doing it since like the very beginning.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's such a cool thing that they could have done, but like nope, they just put out a fucking beige little boxes in a row cover album of songs that sound fucking identical to the original, or like I mean I'll get into my worst one, but it's like Africa is my favorite. This is what started it all, right? It's a solid cover. It's cool. They Weezered it up just enough. Like we talked about the story a little bit. Fantastic. I love it. It's fun Weezer. The worst is Happy Together. Man, they've been doing this shit for fucking decades. And that's what irritates me. So you can't, there's nothing else you could come up with. There's not one other like fucking cover that you could have like done instead of this. Like I remember I had a burn city in high school where they covered this song. Come on, guys.
All right. That's your number 7 or number 18. My 18 is OK Human, 13th record from 21. This is supposed to be like this is like a more layered version of Weezer, but done in a very boring and I feel just a very boring way. Like you mentioned earlier, they brought in this orchestra. It's this big grand thing, but it doesn't even sound that grand. It just sounds like really fucking layered. The melodies, the hooks just aren't here. I just think it's just a boring record overall. It fell so flat. I mean, they could have done some real cool shit, especially we saw what they've done later in their career, like with Everything Will Be All Right in the end, what they've did there because it was so fucking good. But then they put out OK Human, and there was a lot of like hype for this one, even though it was kind of a surprise drop. There was still hype about it because they're like, oh, this is kind of like our Radiohead kind of thing too, because we're layering, we're all about layering right now, and
it was just pandemic. People were just fucking itching for something during the pandemic, and this came out at the right time. But it sucks, so fuck off.
Yeah. Banger is all my favorite songs, like you mentioned. After that, it just drops off like quick. Stinker, Playing My Piano. This is just a stupid slower jam with a ton of piano. I'm not a big fan of the piano in music, and the piano strings, dumb lyrics. It's just a silly song. It's just I don't care. OK Human, my number 18. What do you got for number 17? Go.
Good. Pacific Daydream. Their 11th record. 17. This is ranked higher. Who gives a fucking shit? I don't care. It's not that great. This one is kind of weird. A lot of these songs are just kind of bizarre for Weezer and Rivers. Like he had said that like he wanted this to be like Beach Boys Gone Bad. Like, come on, dude. This record is stupid.
Very stupid.
So Rivers has long been a guy that like pretty much collects. He never gets rid of any idea that he's ever had in his entire life. Anything that he's thought like a hook, a melody, a lyric, anything, he's always just had it in some type of like database. And that's what's been so like fun to get into the mind of Rivers and Weezer and B-sides and stuff, because he has so much of it. And like as people like usually know, like some of the B-sides in Weezer are like some of their best songs.
Yeah.
And this stemmed from like an idea that he had where they essentially just constructed like Legos, just got like snippets and fragments of song ideas based off of like popular BPMs and keys and just whatever like he thought a good pop song is going to be. They just constructed this fucking record.
Mm-hmm.
And it fucking sounds like it. It doesn't sound like a record that like that like flows naturally. It literally just sounds like fucking a cheesy generic pop song next to a cheesy generic pop song that have no business being back to back. There's no flow. There's no like continuation into the next song or to the from the previous song. It's just stupid. It's dumb, and I really hate this one. But there are better songs on this one than there are on Teal, Okie, Human, and Black. That's the only reason why it's here.
Black. All right, my number 17. Sorry. Oh yeah, you forgot your bangers. You forgot the banger and stinker.
Hold on there, dude.
Okay.
We're only on 17.
I'm trying to moderate, but
trying to moderate.
All right, what do you got?
Any friend of Diane's. I like this one because it reminded me of something that would fit in the Pinkerton era.
Mm-hmm.
That was my banger. I did like the song a lot actually, but my worst is the Beach Boys. I don't fucking like that song. It's stupid. It's fucking dumb, and I hate that he thought that this would play into the Beach Boys Gone Bad theme, and then just talk about the Beach Boys in a song. It's fucking irritating. Funny enough, I have some trivia over the course of tonight's episode. Funny enough, this was nominated for Best Rock Album when it came out in 2017.
Yeah.
As was Prequel by Ghost, but they both lost to Greta Van Fleet.
Oh my God.
So fuck that noise. Like out of those three, like Prequel, come on,
yeah.
Dude, like that's like leaps and bounds. Clearly the winner out of those three.
100%, 100%. And you don't even like Ghost. That's the only record you like.
That is true.
Damn. Okay. Are we good? Did you do the stinker?
You're good.
Wait, what was your stinker?
Yes, Beach Boys.
Oh, that's right, Beach Boys.
Beach Boys.
All right, my number.
Stupid.
My number 17 is "Death to False Metal." Dude, why? Okay. Dude, the animals here are going crazy now that the house is empty.
Don't shake them though. You don't shake them though. Don't shake them.
The house is empty.
Yeah,
the animals don't know what to do right now.
Animals and babies, you're not supposed to shake them.
I know. Anyway, 17, "Death to False Metal." This is a compilation that came out in 2009. You ranked this one. Yeah, you ranked this one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you made a face like you didn't.
Because I had a little light and it shined my eyes and I kind of like squinched up my face.
Got it.
I ranked everything.
Okay.
And everyone. I even ranked the band members. Past and present.
Jason Cropper included? Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, "Death to False Metal" from 2009. This is really just like songs that were not used or written around the time of Maladroit, Make Believe, and you could certainly hear a lot of those kind of influences on it. Once again, not a bad record, but clearly, it's good that these songs were not on either one of those records because they're mediocre. There's a couple bangers, but like "Everyone," that's like a fucking amazing song. But after that, there's really nothing there. This album this compilation I don't really care about. Stinker is "I'm a Robot." At this point, this is like the era of Make Believe is where they're kind of like doing this like kindergarten style sing along stuff. They're kind of integrating that into their music, starting with Make Believe, and yeah, I don't like it. The song is stupid. I don't care. "Death to False Metal." Okay. 17 for me. What do you got for 16? Go.
Did you? Because I looked back at my previous wankings, and the only thing that really like dramatically changed was pretty much like White Album, and then a couple things here and there. But White Album was the biggest one that has changed from the last wankings that we did.
Yeah, quite a few changed for me. I'm not going to say which ones yet, but quite a few.
Okay. I feel like you may have liked "Death to False Metal" higher last time.
A lot higher. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a lot higher.
What are we on? 16.
Yeah.
Seasons. Finally, seasons. Summer. A second out of 4. So like, first of all, I want to like, if you're going to put out a seasons, like 4 record EP series, wow. Like I want to feel the season,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like I want to feel it. I'm not getting summer here. I don't get summer, whatever. These songs are more rock based, and that's fine. That's fun. That still doesn't scream summer to me. But man, they are fucking bland. These are bland songs, and it's not hard to get through. It's just like at some point you're like, what the fuck? Like, how did I just get through 20 minutes of Weezer and I don't remember a goddamn thing? But Cuomoville, like the second to last song, dude, that song was dope. I love this song. Playlisted it. The chorus here interpolates this like 1800s classical song. And it's like, I love Weezer or Rivers like songwriting because he's just such a fucking nerd and like smart and just educated and spends a lot of time just putting as much like information as possible and much like time and effort into just writing stupid pop songs as possible. And I love it. It's cool. My worst song here is Blue Like Jazz. Blue like jazz, blue like jazz. Like, who the fuck is this for? It's stupid. It's dumb. It's so dumb.
Okay.
And like, if you're talking like Blue Like Jazz, right? If you're supposed to be like Blue Note or like Miles Davis kind of blue, or just you're feeling blue like sad,
yeah,
you get none of that. And that's not a summer song. Stupid.
All right.
Stupid.
Okay, that's your 16. My 16 is Teal. Finally, right? Teal's fine. We're finally here. 12th record from 2019. The covers record, like you mentioned, this all started because fans on Twitter, or one particular fan, kept saying, "Please cover Toto's Africa. Please cover Toto's Africa. Please, 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 please do it." And then instead of covering Africa, they covered Toto's Rosanna, which is actually a better cover.
So good.
It's a better cover, but they did that just as like a trolling them. And then like 2 months later, a month later, they put out this full record of covers with Africa being the opener. So that's the full story right there. But yeah, I mean, the source material for the most part on this record is really good. So that's only really the only reason why this record is as high as it is. I mean, the Paranoid cover, it's weird. It's unexpected because it's not Rivers singing it. I forgot who it is. I don't know if it's Scott or Brian, but it's fine. But like you mentioned too, they didn't do anything different with these songs. They didn't really Weezerify them. They just sound like Weezer because Rivers has such a distinct voice. But they didn't do anything special with them. But I don't know. Banger, Take on Me. I love the original. I really do love that original song. And it's just a banger of a song. And that's really why it's my banger. Stinker, No Scrubs. Stupid fucking song. Stupid cover. I mean, it really is a stupid song. The TLC version is really dumb. But
yeah, it's stupid.
It is really
the whole thing is stupid. Yeah. But like TLC or one of the girls from TLC,
Chili.
Yeah, she liked it a lot,
yeah.
and they played it on stage together. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. Really, really cool. But yeah, I just didn't care about this one.
It's stupid.
It is stupid. So let's move on. What is your 15? Go.
Death to False Metal is my 15. Right, it's almost getting to the middle here. I've never thought this was like great or anything. It's solid. There's some cool songs here. It's a comp. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? So whatever. But my banger here is I'm a Robot. Really? I fucking love this song.
Oh my god,
this song is cool, man. Like, Rivers has long done stuff like this, like as do most songwriters. Like, you have a catchy melody and then some type of like song structure, but no lyrics. She's kind of like ramble and repeat yourself, right? Because like, oh, I have a melody here. Let me just like say some shit and just like, keep it going. That way I don't forget the lyric. That way I can just write it down or record it or whatever, right? Yeah. And I love that. I like that idea because this is a comp. So like, I like the idea that this is going to build into something better. Like, because when we talk about the album of the week, there's a lot of songs that have been written for like other kind of side projects, or like they were demos and they just take that, oh, let's take that one like 20-second melody and make a 3-minute song out of it. And that's what like I'm a Robot is like to me. That's why I like it a lot.
All right.
It's so cool song.
So what's your stinker then?
Losing My Mind. It's just a meh song and it just fucking sounds like an unfinished project.
Makes sense though. Makes sense. All right. So my 15 is Winter. What is this? The final EP from Seasons.
Damn, dude, you like that summer shit, huh? Blue Like Jazz better not be your fucking banger on summer. Tell you that much right now.
So Winter, yeah, this album's fine. It has some like elements of Blue, like throwing it back a little bit with some of the parts, and also the guitar tones. There's some like early, the fuzzed out guitars, which is cool, but it doesn't save it from like the lack of melodies. Well, not the lack of melodies, the lack of good melodies or catchy melodies. I just thought it was boring. My bangers, Iambic Pentameter, only because that ending's cool. Like that last 30 seconds is fucking sick. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty boring EP, and just a way to end the whole project was just kind of lackluster. Dude, shut the fuck up. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't even have a stinker. I couldn't pick one song. Like it was just kind of vanilla that I just couldn't even pick one. Couldn't even make one up. So what do you got for number 14?
All right, baby girl. Here's where we start. Oh, nope, damn.
The dogs
Here's where we start to get into the territory where I would buy everything from now on. I would buy on the vinyls.
Oh way. Okay. I'm not even there.
Everything. error. But number 14, number 14 is Hurley. You know, this record ain't nearly as bad as people lend you to believe.
True.
Like it's Rivers really trying to write like a really pop centric album, but it's just not everything will be all right in the end. It's just not, and that's fine. But like what we do kind of get is like a cool, edgier, even like punkier Weezer at times. And like the bonus tracks on this record are fucking solid, man. I like that Coldplay cover. That was so good because I do like that Coldplay song.
But there's only one good Coldplay song, and we talked about it when we did Coldplay.
There's multiple good Coldplay songs.
One good
there's
Coldplay
not a lot.
song. There's one good one.
I think I would say like there's like 4.
And that's Clocks. Clocks is the only good one.
Clocks, Scientist, Green Eyes, and Living La Vida Loca. Those are the 4.
The Ricky Martin cover they did.
Exactly.
Not many people know about.
But yeah, I like this record. I think it's good. It's fun. I enjoy it. Obviously, this is all going to be. I know fucking. I'm not going to mention your name because I'm just going to yell at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. But I know like people are going to be like, fucking, this record is fucking terrible. Like it's just, I have my goggles on, okay? And I don't even care. Like I got Weezer goggles on. I got my Weezer goggles
on. You got your WGs on.
People can't see that when they're just listening though.
Yeah.
I have Weezer goggles.
Okay.
But anyway, Smart Girls from Hurley. That's my banger. Kind of a cool punk rock song. Rivers just yells the whole time and the song fucking rocks. It's just fun. It's fun to hear like Rivers have fun. Like truly just like turn his brain off. Like you don't have to write a fucking banger of a pop song every single time you write a song. Just have fun, dude. And that's what Smart Girls is.
Okay.
My least favorite or my worst song is Time Flies. It's actually a solid song. It just doesn't fit as a closer. And it plays like a demo, which like I don't know why they didn't just do this as an acoustic outro, like a Butterfly type of song, because it just doesn't fit the flow of the record. Like I would have liked to have just everything kind of just come to a halt and slow down, take a breath, and then end. And that song is weird.
All right. My number what would we 14? 14 is also Hurley, 8th record from 2010.
Oh,
so
wow.
There we go. Wow. I'm not to the point where I would get this on vinyl. So I'm not to that point yet. So this is a solid album. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. Just in the grand scheme of like good Weezer, this would be filler Weezer. Nothing overtly bad, but there's a lot of make-believe sounds on here, a lot of Ratitude on here too, because you know we're at the point now where he's doing some of the goofier stuff, the kitty sing-along kind of stuff, which is fun. A lot of people love that. It's just not my thing. So I don't know.
He's always done kitty sing-along shit.
He has. I don't have much to say, anything really bad to say about this one. The cover art, I love it. It's the guy from Lost. The guy who plays Hurley in Lost.
His name's Jorge Garcia.
Yeah. And I didn't realize until this week, or maybe I forgot, that the picture that they used of him, dude, the animals are about to fight.
It's a bigger picture.
Yeah, it's a bigger picture of Jorge and Rivers. Dude. They're about to fight. They're about to fight.
Who, the dog and the cat?
They're about to fight. If I move, I know he's going to attack her.
Who, the dog? Will the dog fuck her up?
No, the cat will fuck him up, but he'll start the fight. And he loses every time.
He loses every time. That's what he deserves. Okay, an asshole. Let the cat fuck him up.
Get out.
Hiss back at her.
She didn't hiss at me.
If you're not going to hiss, you're not going to leave.
But see, if I get too violent with her, then he'll freak out and attack her. And then
you have the rudest animals. Oh my god. They're all just rude to each other.
I know.
Okay.
Anyway.
So happy to be with you.
Oy vey. I forgot what I was even. I forgot my train of thought.
I'm so discombobulated here. I can't even.
All right.
We were discussing how you're not supposed to shake babies or cats.
Shake babies or cats. Dogs are fine though. All right. So my banger. Like I said, I don't really have anything negative to say about this record. It's solid. Keep making that face. That's fun. Banger is "Ruling Me." That's just a playlistable song. Love this one.
Good.
Stinker though, or it's not even a stinker.
Oh boy, here we go.
My least favorite song is "Smart Girls."
It's
just too silly. Just too silly. I like silly stuff. I'm a silly boy, but
that's all you like is silly stuff.
It's still good, but if I had to pick a stinker, it's got to be "Smart Girls." I almost tried to sing it too, but then I realized that would have been a really bad idea. So, what do you got for 13? Go.
Winter. Seasons, Winter, 4 out of 4. This is their fourth one they dropped. This is this one took a little bit of convincing to place it here. I can't put this higher because it's just not that great. It's fine. I get zero winter vibes from this, but like you said, Iambic Pentameter, that's a fucking banger of a song. That is absolute banger. I love that song. Playlisted. I Want a Dog. I think that's the opener. Yeah, it's the opener. Dumbass song. Fuck that song. But yeah, Winter Seasons, it's like meh. But everything from now on, like I really did enjoy a lot, actually.
All right. My number 13 is Summer, the second EP. Second EP that came out on the summer solstice of 23, I think that's when it came out. Did these albums come out, or the EPs come out in 23 or 22?
22.
Okay.
22.
This is like you mentioned, this is more of a rock-based EP. It's based, to me, it sounds like it's based on the Blue sound or the Make Believe sound. It doesn't, obviously it's not nearly as catchy or as good as those two records, but this record was just fun. It was nice after coming off of the Spring, which I thought was just a dull EP. Summer's cool. It was a solid rock record, but yeah, unfortunately, there's not not anything too catchy, too crazy good here. Banger is the opposite of me, just a really upbeat song, and it's catchier, but I just like it because it's probably the most upbeat song on the record. Stinker, Blue Like Jazz. I agree with you on that one. So.
Blue Like Jazz. Blue Like Jazz. Like who is this for, dude? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What is this supposed to be?
I know.
What are you trying to say?
All right. So yeah, that's my 13. What do you got for 12? Go.
Man. Not this one, but my next one. Okay, we'll get there. Number 12, Van Weezer, the 15th record. Okay. I love this record. Yeah. I purged this one and I took it back, and I purged it again. I took it back again this week.
Oh, you did?
Because I don't give a fuck, dude. It's a good record. It is good. It is fun. It's such a nice throwback to like the sort of generic Weezer sound that they've made their career out of, but like the heaviness of Maladroit, not just like the chugginess of the guitars, right? But like the actual heavy attitude of Maladroit, like the somber kind of ness masked by like kind of a Van Halen production.
Yeah.
But it's a cool like return to form for these guys, and it's fucking fun. And they really pay their respects to their idols, and I love that. And I love that they not just pay their respects to their idols because they interpolate a lot of like old like classic, especially like the Paranoid thing. Mm-hmm. No, Crazy Train. But they also pay the respects to themselves. Like in the song One More Hit, that's my banger. Mm-hmm. Like I like the idea of this is just like a reworked hash pipe. Like instead of dun 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 dun, it's just like a dun 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 dun. Like it's the same fucking song.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Do something a little bit different. I love that's fucking cool. One More Hit, right? That's just another hit like hash pipe. Mm-hmm. I think it's amazing. I like this record a lot. It is a fun thing. Precious Metal Girl. I don't like this because like you just couldn't make a complete like rock album, right? You had to throw in your fucking Butterfly at the end of the album, and it doesn't fit, and it's stupid, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But this record's cool. I like it.
All right. My number 12 is the album of the week, White Album. So, yeah. Actually, at this point, this is where I would start getting more stuff on vinyl. So
after White or before White?
White and then White and going forward. I have most of this stuff on vinyl already, but White and going forward, I would get on vinyl. So, yeah.
There's only a couple here I want to fight about, and then we'll get there.
All right. So what do you got for 11?
Make Believe, the fifth record, 2005. I probably have the most history with this one and nostalgia with this one because this is like
what
a lot
record?
of these songs.
Wait, I didn't hear you.
Make Believe.
Oh, Make Believe. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you stop talking to your cat, you'd fucking hear. But most of these songs were leaked on the Weezer site, probably by Rivers. And I remember downloading them like 2002, 2003 ish. Downloading them legally. Just kidding. Actually, it was all legal because they would just post it to the site anyway, the Weezer forums. And then following like the songs as they progressed, because they would post like something. Oh, here's a new like updated version of Dreaming, and then here's this, and like they added this to it. They took out this. That's cool. I like that. And it was fun. So like it was the first time like I really really got into a band to the point where I was kind of like a part of that writing process, that process from going from nothing to like a completed record. Yeah. And it was fun. Like I enjoyed that. This record is very, very meh. Like I have a soft spot for it and I got my goggles on, but it really is fucking like meh.
Okay.
There's just like no oomph to this writing whatsoever. Like your boy Ruben is so famous for pushing people to be better.
Mm-hmm.
And like he probably just sat his fat ass on the fucking couch and did nothing this entire time. Because that's what this record sounds like. Half of these songs are fucking forgettable. Straight up.
Okay. We'll see.
Straight up.
We'll see.
Banger, perfect situation. Fucking perfect song. There's so many parts of the song that I think are bangers on their own.
Yeah.
And the video, I love the video so much.
I do too. That's a good
I was a
video.
big 24 fan. So Elisha Kustbert, whatever her name was.
Oh yeah.
That was Kiefer Sutherland's daughter in the show.
Oh really? Oh man.
And that was
she
like,
was so cute.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, she was so
that was
cute.
just like John, friend of the pod, John and I, just that was our jam. And we saw her there, like, oh my god, that's fucking Jack Bauer's daughter. Worst songs, Beverly Hills. Man, fuck this song. What the fuck is this supposed to be?
And yet we
stupid.
jam this song every time we're together.
I know. It's
Every
so
time.
annoying. This song is so fucking dumb. And it's just like, it's not cheeky enough to be a joke.
Yeah.
Even like with the stupid ass video. Like they're not, this is not you guys. Like, what are you doing? It's so out of your element and gross and cringe before cringe was a thing in 2005. That's what this is. It's fucking cringy.
Cringy. I still don't like that word. That cringe.
Cinchy.
Cringe should go on the no list. I don't like that word.
No,
I don't like
it's a
that
good word because this really is cringy.
It's overused.
It truly
though.
is cringy.
It's overused. Like big time.
I think that was the first time we've ever used cringe on the podcast.
I refuse to use it. I won't say it.
But this was a perfect example of what is cringe. That video is fucking
The video is
cringe.
pretty bad. Yeah, the video is pretty.
Like Weezer, bro, like Rivers at the Playboy Mansion. Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Fish out of water. Good Lord.
But then you kind of read a little bit more, like kind of who he was hanging out with in the early 2000s. It's like, okay, well maybe he was a little bit more
he didn't
wild.
like any of
maybe,
it.
I don't
he was
know.
just like trying to.
Maybe he was
like
a little bit
it.
more wild than we're led to believe.
He was not. He was less.
I don't know. I don't know about that dude. Walt.
Because he never hung out with any of those people again. Like he hung out with Fred Durst for like half a year and then never again.
You don't know that?
Because he just that's not who he is. I do. Did you hang out? He's actually here right now.
Look,
I can ask him if you want me to ask him.
Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone.
No, Fred Durst and
they're both there.
Weezer. All of Weezer is here.
Every member.
Yes. Past and present.
Stupid. All right. My number 11 is Ratitude. 7th record from 2009.
He just didn't give this one a chance at all.
What
That's
are you
what's
talking about?
He didn't even get
this
a
one
chance.
jumped up so much on my rankings.
You went into it. There's no fucking way this should be above Make Believe. That is stupid. That's just
or below.
Stupid.
You mean below Make Believe.
Below Make Believe. That is stupid.
So this record jumped up a lot of spots from my last Wankings, my last set of Wankings, and I forgot how much nostalgia. I always forget how much nostalgia is with this record. But this is a solid pop record outside of one song, which is actually, it's just like.
There's only one song that is bad. Everything else is at least good to great.
Can't Stop Partying is easily the worst song. The one that he did with Jermaine Dupri.
Of course.
Lil Wayne's on the song. It's just, it is their worst song. Hands down, their worst song.
That's not their worst
it's
song.
their worst song. It is their
No,
worst
it's
song.
not.
They have boring
Let's
songs.
not get crazy.
But this is their worst song.
Let's not get crazy.
But overall, this is a really fun, like, party record. I mean, it's a ton of fun. And then also thinking back on it too, you and I saw Weezer on this tour, the Ratitude tour, when Josh Reeves was playing drums, Pat was playing guitar. They had the big Ratitude banner behind them. So I mean, we saw them on this tour with Blink. They opened up for Blink that year, and it's a good record. Banger is what is it? What?
Tripping down the freeway.
No, it's not. It's if you're wondering. I don't even know why I even had to think about it. If you're wondering, that's a top 5 Weezer. It's a top 5 Weezer song. That's a top 5 Weezer
song. Song's Carousel. My first. Oh my god.
You're so annoying. Yes.
What's your word? Oh, you already said Can't Stop Partying.
Party.
Worst. Okay.
So yeah, if you're wondering, Beyond Banger. That is truly a Beyond Banger. Top 5 Weezer right there. And the song put me back together. Very green era. So like they do a lot of stuff on here. They have a lot of genre hopping, a lot of stuff, throwing it back to old albums, and then also just making like just party stupid party songs. It's goofier than Red, coming off of the Red album. Just it's good, man. It's good. And I would get this on vinyl. I would have never, prior to this week, I would have never said I'd get this on vinyl. And I've talked so much shit on you for having it on vinyl. But now at this
because
point,
it's so good.
and the album cover, love the album cover.
It truly is a really good album. This is a good
it's
album.
good. Ratitude is good. Ratitude is good. And I would get it on vinyl if I saw it. So what do you got for number 10? Go.
Number 10, album of the week. Oh, their 10th record too. White.
All right.
Look at that.
My number 10 is Black. Black.
Wow!
Yeah.
I forgot you haven't said Black yet. What are you doing? You put Black above White? Are you crazy?
Yeah. So this is their 12th.
Did you fall down again?
This is their 12th album from 2019. This is just straight pop music. Just good pop music. Some absolutely killer bass lines. Like Scott Schreiner, this is the best record he's ever done. He's ever played this well before. It's not as funky as Pacific Daydream, but it's fine because he plays to the songs. What?
You said their worst song is on there. So I think like Byzantine is either your worst or your favorite song. It has to be.
No. So okay, I'll just finish this up. This record is really, really fun. I would get this on vinyl. I had a blast listening. I listened to it 3 times.
You're crazy.
I listened to it 3 times because I wasn't sure if I actually liked it, because I think on my rankings last time I ranked it. I ranked Pacific Daydream the worst last time, and I ranked Black second worst. So this one, like, this is my biggest jump, out of all of them. Yeah, right. Yeah, so moving.
Tears.
Yeah, tears.
Gypsy tears.
So I'll go with my stinker, California Snow. This and Can't Stop Partying are the 2 worst Weezer songs ever. It's that
California Snow.
It's like an electronic ballad. It's terrible. I just don't even like it. But
it's trying to be more like electro pop dancey than it has any right to like attempt to be. It's like it's swinging for the fences and just striking it out.
Yeah, 100%. But a new banger that I just realized is a banger is Too Many Thoughts in My Head. I fucking love this song. Playlisted it. It's fantastic. I sent it to you. I said, this is an absolute banger. And you just replied with, eh.
Dude, that's a song.
You're fucking nuts.
It's
a more up-tempo song. There's like this really just kind of over-the-top funk guitar playing. It's super catchy. Dude, this song is so good. Too Many Thoughts in My Head. Everybody go check it out. It's an absolute banger of a song. And honestly, this is a really good record. But I do agree with you that naming this the Black Album and not have it have like an edgier thing to it is really it's just dumb. Like, you either need to go like full pop and just make it kind of like an ironic thing, or not ironic, but kind of like a opposite thing. But I don't know. Whatever. Black is my number 10.
All right. Two fucking just insanely stupid things already. Putting Black above Ratitude and then also putting Black above White is just, those are unforgivable.
Whatever.
Those are unforgivable.
I don't make the rules.
Those are unforgivable. It's not even a rule. It's just you did something stupid, right?
Okay. Continue.
It's just
continue.
That's what you did.
Number
9, Autumn, Seasons, Autumn, 3 out of 4, the third one that they released. This is fun. I like this one because it's like the most danceable record they've ever put out. Again, not getting Autumn vibes from this one, which I fucking hate that so much.
I know.
But this is probably like the best Weezer pop record they've ever put out. It's just like you can play this at the club and dance to every single one of these fucking songs. And that's cool. And I like that. My biggest banger, Can't Dance, Don't Ask Me. Instantly starts off with the catchy hook and classic like make-believe era of Weezer. And Pat just slays this one. He has all these cool little fucking like disco drum beats that he does. Nothing crazy or great, but just really, really fun.
Yeah.
I really like this. And my least favorite song, should she stay or should she go? And I really do like this song, but it's just like my least favorite because it was a little boring. But I still like it a lot. And I like this record a lot. And I buy this on the vinyls. I get it.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, and you could buy the EP separately. You don't have to buy it like as a box set, which is nice.
I don't think they even have a box set.
Oh, they were talking about it and then they canceled it because I don't think there were enough people didn't order enough of them, which is sad.
Well, they were talking about having like each season like this cube with like the season itself represented in there, like a snow globe, but essentially a cube. I was like, I'd fucking buy that. Of course I would.
Yeah, you and maybe like 100 people. Well. All right. So
the Weezer fan base is that small.
I'm just saying it's just something that people really don't want for the most part. So what do we got? Number 9, Van Weezer, 14th record from 2021. I wish I wish I didn't get rid of this record because I had that hot pink variant. It was really cool. I'm sure I could still get it for pretty damn cheap, but wish I didn't get rid of it. Like you mentioned, this is like them paying tribute, homage to their favorites, or at least Rivers' favorites. So you got the not the throwback, the fucking
throwbacks. Remember throwbacks in the pod?
What was that? Why did we do that? I don't.
Throwbacks. Remember we say throwbacks?
Yeah, but why?
I don't remember why we did it or what it was. Remember we did throwbacks?
We did, but I don't. Yeah, what was that for? It was like an old segment on the podcast years ago. I don't remember, but
I don't remember either.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Van Weezer, they're paying homage to their favorites. So like Ozzy with Crazy Train, they got the girls from Motley Crue. Like there's one, I forgot what song it is, but it starts out with the motorcycles like revving up, driving down the street. Very much girls.
Tripping down the freeway.
And then obviously the Van Halen stuff is very obvious throughout this entire record. But once again, this is what Weezer does best: the big, heavy guitars with the super melodic vocals. Just makes for a great combination. So Van Weezer's amazing. This record's it's great. Banger is The End of the Game with the tapping solo and everything. It's so stupid. And the big Van Halen riff, like straight up, it sounds like a fucking Van Halen song. It's so sick. Stinker, if I had to choose one, it's Precious Metal Girl. Whatever. Who cares?
Good.
So what do you got for number 8?
All right. Season Spring, the one you hated so fucking much.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Like, I guess you just don't like that kind of like folky Renaissance sounding thing here. But there's a lot of songs here that sound like they should have been on the Winters EP, like the Angel song, like adding the Garden of Eden. Like all this stuff just makes me think like religion and then like winter or Christmas. And like the sound of drums, that's a straight up fucking Christmas song. Either way, I don't care. I don't listen to this and think spring. I just fucking love these songs so much. And I really, really enjoyed this. Opening night, that Shakespeare makes me happy. Like that song. Oh my God, dude. That is such a fucking banger of a song. It is so stupid. It is so like Ren Fair sounding. I die. I melt away. Garden of Eden, that's the worst in the EP, but it's still solid. Very reminiscent of like Maladroit kind of meets like Make Believe heavy with kind of like the kind of cheesy poppy melodies going on. I like spring a lot. I love this.
Okay.
Love it.
Wrong.
All
right. My number 8 is, you ready for this one?
I mean, they're all stupid anyway.
My number 8 is Maladroit. 4th record. I still like this record. I have it on vinyl.
Dude, you put shitty records so high. Like Make Believe is so fucking high.
I do really like this record a lot. This is the first record with Scott Schreiner on bass. And the way that they tried to record this record, I forgot about, but what they were doing is that Rivers was uploading demos of the songs on the website and having fans react to them and like try to give them constructive criticism, but they would give bad criticism that he didn't like, or they would say, "Oh, we like this shit. This is the best thing you've ever done." It's like, no, that's the worst thing I've ever done. And then what ended up happening too, radio stations were taking the songs that Rivers was uploading and then playing them on the radio, completely unfinished songs. So then the record label had to get involved, and the entire recording and writing of this was a giant fucking shit show. So that's fun. But in the end, it's a really good record. It's certainly it's their heaviest record up to this time. What?
It's just, did we like listen to the same fucking discography or no? Like that's just what how is Make Believe so Make Believe like objectively has 50% songs that are at best forgettable. Like at worst are fucking just bad.
Do you have Make Believe? You have the MoFi, right?
No, I wish I had the MoFi.
But you have
I just have
the regular
generic copy. Of course, because I'm a cuck, because I'm fucking goggles on. I'm stupid.
You got your Weez gogs on. Got the Weez gogs.
Yeah, got my Weez gogs on.
All right. My
WGs.
My banger is the best song that they've ever done. It's called American Gigolo. It's the opening song. This is Weezer's best song. I've been fighting with you about this for 20 fucking years now. Um, but yeah, it is their best song, and I don't even know. I can't. I love this song.
Just move on. It's stupid. That's just dumb. All things are dumb. Everything is
If I
dumb.
had to pick a bad song or a stinker, it's December.
You have to pick it bad. That's the whole
December.
point.
December is the bad song on here. It's just generic Weezer for this record. Has some good harms, but otherwise, whatever. But American Gigolo. Oh Jesus, American Gigolo, best song Weezer has ever done. I'll say it again and again. I don't care. If people don't believe me or they don't remember the song, go listen to it, and then you'll understand why that song is so great. So what do you got for number 7? Go.
Number 7, Red. Man, this one squeaked by. This one. So Make Believe in White went up and down a lot. Red went up and down a lot. This album was a fucking mess, dude. It's a record like they insisted on having more songwriters and singers, but like those songs are just boring compared to the bangers. Like they're not bad songs, but like it shows why Rivers sings. It shows why Rivers is the main songwriter. I wouldn't mind hearing those songs live, right? If we're seeing like Weezer live and Pat's like, oh, I'm gonna play the guitar now and sing a song. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
But come on, man. Like 3/10 of this record is just like, at best. Whatever. Fuck off. Don't care. But like the other songs are fucking absolute beyond bangers. Like Dreamin', I love this song. This is a classic fucking Weezer song. Just absolutely B-side Pinkerton era sounding Rivers, just with this era of production. It's amazing. But obviously, like the greatest man that ever lived, banger of a song. But I thought I knew. I never liked Brian Bell's stuff. I never liked like the song Yellow Camaro. I never liked the relationship. I've just never really cared for Brian Bell outside of like Weezer, like just ever. And like I've had like pretty much all of their side projects and stuff that they've been featured on and played on CD at some point. Yeah, I've never liked Brian Bell as a songwriter. Even the songs that he usually writes, for the most part, I just don't really care.
Okay, that's fine.
And that's the worst song. And I don't even think that's a good song. Like that's the worst song. Not like but it's still pretty good. Like no, that's not a good song.
I think you're wrong. Okay, but
it's not a good song.
It's not a good song.
It's not a good song.
All right, so what are we on? 7. My number 7 is Autumn, the third EP from Seasons. So we're done with the Seasons at this point. This is just a really, really good power pop record. A lot of elements from Everything Will Be All Right in the end from that record. It's a ton of fun. I agree with you. It has danceable moments. Just some of the best power pop that they've done. I would absolutely get this on vinyl. This is a fucking great record. Banger is Get Off on the Pain. It's the heavier song, really in line with the Everything Will Be All Right sound, which I love so much. I didn't pick a bad song. I really couldn't. I'm not familiar enough with this record to pick a bad song on here. So I don't know. 7 is the Autumn EP. What do you got for number 6? Go.
Number 6, Green. You know, the biggest problem with this is just how fucking crazy top heavy this record is. First 4 songs are perfect Weezer, beyond bangers. Then you get to like essentially the B-side era of Weezer songs. Everything after Island in the Sun is just a B-side, and it's really just for the Yeds. And like you have to really like this era of Weezer to like those songs. Otherwise, they all sound the fucking same. And I get it. And if I wasn't just such a cuck, like I would think they all sound the fucking same. But I love them. They do sound the same. I get it. Hash Pipe, like get the fuck out of here, dude. That song is so goddamn good. So god, like nothing they've ever done has ever sounded like Hash Pipe.
Yeah,
that's wild.
True. Certainly one of their heavier songs too.
Yeah, worst song, "Oh Girlfriend," like even B sides of this era are better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have B sides that are like exponentially better than this. And I don't know why they did this one, because it's literally just there's no melody, there's no wow factor. It's not a good closer. It just like literally checks like the boxes for like what should we do as a pop song, and not even in a good way.
And the album's like 29 minutes long anyway. It's like.
And like it's just a call. It's just like the call and response from Blue to Pinkerton to Green, Rivers getting in his own head and stuff. But like, damn, even like when he's doubting himself as a songwriter, like, he still puts out Green. It's still a good fucking album.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So I do have this on vinyls. I have the MoFi. I have a lot of these on vinyls. Wrong.
All right. My number 6 is, you ready?
Oh God, dude.
Number 6 is Make Believe. Finally, right?
Way too
Fifth
fucking
record
high.
from
Way
2005.
too
I like
high.
this record a lot. A lot of nostalgia, but later nostalgia, like way after this record came out. Tammy loves this record. She loves Weezer, and she loves this record. So I mean, her and I, when we first started early on dating, man, we listened to Make Believe so fucking much. She had the CD in her car, so we listened to it over and over and over again. But in the end, there's some really great pop songs on here. Just Rick Rubin, he's a good producer. I know you talk a lot of shit on him. He still gets a lot of good shit out of the bands.
Where? On what song did he get like the best out of the band
My
on
banger,
this record?
I got two. I gotta have two bangers on this one. Freak Me Out. I love that one. I know you talk shit on that song. I fucking love Freak Me Out.
It's mid.
Oh,
That's
that
a
song
mid
is
song.
so good.
Basic bitch
slower,
song.
slower,
Best,
like
it's a
acoustic
basic
kind
bitch
of song. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
And also, This Is Such a Pity. Like one of the catchiest songs on the whole record. Come on, guy. Come on.
Okay. What Peace?
It's fine.
Meh. What
That's
Damage Your Heart? Meh.
fine.
Part of Me? Meh. Haunt You Every
Part of
Day?
me's really
Meh.
good. Part of me's good.
My Best Friend? Meh.
My
The Other
best
Way?
friend's really
Meh.
good.
50% of this record is meh, including Freak Me Out.
No, Freak Me Out's fucking amazing song.
No,
this is on
not.
my Freak Me Out and This Is Such a Pity are on my best of Weezer playlist.
It's not a discussion. I'm telling you.
It's on my best of
because
Weezer.
You're wrong.
Best of Weezer playlist. So yeah, my stinker, Beverly Hills. I mean, come on, we talked about it already. Easy peasy. What do you got for number 5? Go.
Dude, your brain just works in like a way that I've never experienced before. I've never met anybody.
Well, you know that's the thing. Like I'm
utilizes the wrong part of their brain so often.
I think what it is
it's impressive.
I think what it is I'm just not stuck in my old ways like you are. You know, so I think outside the box, I'm not stuck in nostalgia.
Yeah, not stuck in my old ways, as we've seen you and Skip constantly just copy and paste your fucking blinkings over and over and over.
No, the blinkings last week, the blink rankings were very different last week.
Yeah, I put Cheshire's number 3 instead of number 2. It was so different. Ain't the fuck idiot?
All right.
Gabagool. Number 5. This is the most appropriate spot for number 5. That's Ratitude. Ratitude, their 7th record. Man, the more I listen to this record, the more I just fucking love it. First 3 tracks, fantastic. Fucking perfection. Absolute perfection. Like, just fuck off, right? There's no way. There's no way. It's not just good, right? If you're wondering, we already know it's good. I'm Your Daddy. I know, like, the Dr. Luke is not, that's a horrible conversation to get into, but it doesn't not make this song great. It's a fucking great song. And the dude like helped produce amazing pop songs, unfortunately. And The Girl Got Hot. Fuck, man, that's such a banger of a song too. Banger. I get it. I get why people don't like Can't Stop Partying. It's just it's a sign of the times. It's a stupid jokey song, whatever. But right after that, dude, like immediately after that, we get right back into just fucking perfect Weezer. Put Me Back Together. Put me back together. But Tripping Down the Freeway, come on,
great
man.
Song. Great song.
Tripping down the freeway. Dude, this record is such a fucking this record is so underrated. This record is underrated in like the middle tier or the middle chronologicalness of Weezer, as Maladroit was underrated in like the beginning stages of Weezer. Like this is in the mid stage of Weezer, underrated. Maladroit, first stage Weezer, underrated.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's I have something here, but it wasn't coming out this way.
I get it.
Honestly, the biggest gripe I have here is just the lyrics. Like Rivers is just obviously stuck in this his like mid-teens as far as lyrics. Like a song about how the high school nerd is now a super hottie. Come on, bro. Come on, my guy.
I mean, in all honesty, we'll get into it with White, but in all honesty, a lot of the lyrics there are like, come on, man, you're 50 years old and you're writing lyrics like not even good lyrics. Anyway, we'll get into that on the main episode. Stupid.
After Maladroit, he is, except for Everything Will Be Alright in the End, after Maladroit, he has never had an album that was like, damn, those are good lyrics.
It's true. Yeah.
Ever. Yeah. But anyway, Trip Down the Freeway. This is Rivers' solo song. Like he wrote this whole thing on his own. So like all those like the songs that they always have other writers coming into play. So the songs that are just written by Rivers are the ones I kind of tend to like gravitate towards more, just because like you can hear like, oh yeah, that's Rivers. I get it. like those other things they're adding in, like Dr. Luke's adding into these other things, or Jermaine Dupri's adding this into that. Like that's not really Rivers. That's just him being kind of not confident in his songwriting. But yeah, Trip Down the Freeway is such a fucking banger, dude. Like, are you crazy?
It's really good. But
and like, I Don't Want to Let You Go. That's a fucking like Pinkerton closer, dude. That is so goddamn good.
But If You're Wondering is just a better song. Yeah.
Of course, it's like the best song, but like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, Love Is the Answer, banger of a song. In the Mall, banger of a song. And that's a Pat song. Fuck.
All right.
This is that time when you tell Joe Meyer to listen to this fucking 25 more times, and then you'll like it again. You need to listen to this 25 more times, okay?
You'll get it.
Can't Stop Partying, that's obviously the worst song. Move on.
Also, I forgot to mention the album cover, which is my favorite album cover of all their records, is Gratitude. I didn't know that was like it won like a National Geographic Award for like photo of the year or some shit
published.
like that. It's
a real photo.
It's the dumbest fucking photo, and for it to win national like an award for National Geographic is wild. It's fucking wild.
And it's such like the name Ratitude that was by Rainn Wilson. Like he suggested to Weezer to like, hey, you should call it Ratitude. And like, that's the perfect fucking name for that picture.
Yeah, it's true.
Perfect.
It's true. It's good. All right. My number 5 is Green. Third record from 01.
That's high.
I mean, this is a short record, first and only record.
Has this ever been this high for you?
I think so. I don't remember where I think this ranked about the same from the last time we did the Wankings.
That's fucking high for a record that's half of it is like, eh.
I mean, you still rank Green pretty high. But I mean, the 4 or 5 songs on here are just so fucking good. I mean, my banger is Photograph. I've always loved that fucking song. Photograph is my favorite. And Hashpipe, of course, Island in the Sun. But then there are a couple songs that start off like almost exactly the same. Like you're like, oh, is this that song? So I get it. It's
only 4. The first 4 songs are the only songs that have like its own personality.
But they're so and they're so good. But then even the songs after that kind of bleed into each other, they're still really good, solid fucking Weezer. And once again, the album's only 29 minutes long, so it's like you can get through this really fucking fast. Who cares? Stinker. Oh, Girlfriend. I agree with you with what you said. So, what do you got for number 4?
I'll have more to say on Oh Girlfriend in the album of the week.
All right, let's go.
Number 4, Maladroit, dude. Come on, what are you talking about over here? This is a rad album. This is like
it's a great album.
This is the Pinkerton. This is the Pinkerton to the green, right? If Pinkerton was to the blue, this is like that to the green. This is so fucking dark and somber and weird. And Rivers had this full fucking beard going on. And he looks so cool. And that's the first we saw him like actually like lean into like the fucking lightning bolt of a strap, and he like had that everywhere, and he didn't change it out. That was like only strap that he ever used on his guitar. Longer instrumentals, heavier instrumentals, and just like a really great tone overall. A lot of the loud, quiet spots.
He was also using
that just works so well.
That Explorer guitar too, that ESP Explorer. He used that a shit ton during that era, which leads to the heavier tone and heavier sound of Maladroit, I feel.
Like the song Burn Jam, like that has like that.
Love that song. Yeah.
Like he just sang so much less. And I don't think he's ever sang the least amount as he ever has on this album.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah. It is very instrument heavy. Yeah, it's very instrument heavy.
There are kind of like filler songs, but they're still pretty damn solid. Like Slave and Fall Together, I think, are like the biggest filler songs.
Mm-hmm.
But they're essentially Green songs, just fucking heavy and nasty. And then we get like the Punk Rock Jam Possibilities. Like, what the fuck is this?
Like,
you guys have never done this before. What the fuck you kids doing on my lawn?
Kids doing?
There's like they do so much on the record. They're not my favorites, but like American Gigolo, that's a weird fucking song for these guys to be doing up to this point.
So good.
Dope Nose is a weird fucking song for these guys to be doing up to this point. They are bizarre. It's fucking weird.
But it's like, you know what's weird about Maladroit is like, yeah, those are so off the wall Weezer songs, but in the context of the whole record, those 2 songs make sense. And the one song that does sound like old Weezer, which is Keep Fishin', that song is the outlier on the entire Maladroit record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like they were doing something very different on Maladroit.
Keep Fishin' could have been on Green. Like it could have 100%. Been on Green. If it tone it down a little bit, it could have been on Green.
Mm-hmm.
But like my worst song was December also, the closer song.
Yeah.
It's not up to par with what I want from a closer from Weezer. It's a little too generic, like you said.
Yeah.
Love Explosion, that's my banger.
Really?
Man, this song is a song you always fucking forget about until it starts, and then Rivers just like starts note matching with the chorus, and it's like, holy shit. I instantly am thrown back into it. I know exactly what's happening. There's great noodling. There's great leads after the verses, and there's this cool little like slides that just sounds like Rivers is having fun, even though he's all depressed and fucked up and weird. Like, where do I go from here? I have a big beard, and like Rivers with the beard is just, I think he looks so cool.
He did look cool. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's so bushy too. It's so like fucking like Nick Offerman from like Parks and Rec, just so like full.
It's not. It's not like he trims it. He doesn't like trim it down. You know what I mean? Like it was just like this.
Yeah, it's all scraggly.
Yeah, it's the way to go. It's the way to go.
Maladroit's so good.
It's great. I fucking love Maladroit. Got it on the vinyls. Love the artwork too. Love the artwork for that one.
Here we go with Red.
My number 4, Red.
That's so silly.
Why is it silly? Come on, this is a great
because dude,
record.
Like straight up, 3 of these songs are just not very good.
Well, that's wrong. So there's one song that is just like it's my least favorite song, The Angel and the One, the last song.
Last song.
We're not talking about the deluxe.
That's Rivers.
No, it's not. It's Pat. It's a Pat song, isn't it?
No, Pat's Automatic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I was just thinking. I was thinking out of the 3 songs that were written by the other guys, Pat's is the worst. Automatic is the worst of the three outlier songs. You know what I mean?
Do you not like Pat's voice?
It's fine. His voice is fine, but
it's kind of like Automatic. Yeah, like he kind of sings like this.
Yeah, it doesn't. And it's kind of louder in the mix. Like it doesn't work. I don't know. Whatever. So I don't know. This record is just so weird. Every song, it's an album where every song has its own identity. Nothing bleeds into the other song, but it's still a very cohesive record. How this one was made, this is one of the few times that Rivers allowed the other guys to contribute to the songwriting, which is so fucking weird.
This is what we fucking get.
But it's also, isn't it also so weird that he doesn't let the other guys, no, hear me out. He doesn't let the other guys co-write any of the music, like co-write with Rivers, you know? But instead he'll get outside songwriters like on every fucking record after this one. He'll get outside songwriters.
He gave him a chance and they fucking blew it.
But this album is so fucking good. It is
so
not
good. So
it
good.
Is so good.
You're blinded by like 4 songs.
No.
Is what you're doing.
No.
You're giving the album as a whole as a pass because 4 of the songs you love. Same with Green. You're giving that whole album a pass because of 4 songs that you love.
No, that's wrong. That's
not wrong.
So
you just like Automatic's not good. Cold Dark World's not good. Thought I Knew is not good. Angel and the One is not good. Heart Songs, meh. Everybody Get Dangerous,
so good.
Meh.
You're so stupid. You were so fucking.
No, you're
dumb.
giving this a pass because
no, I'm not giving it a pass.
No,
I'm not giving it a pass. No, I'm
That's
not.
what you're doing.
I'm not giving it a pass.
Not a big deal.
This album is
you
fucking
did it to Green. You did it to Red.
The album's all over the place. I fucking love it. It's not the same. Just like fucking Rivers trying to write a pop song. There's a whole lot of nuance on this record. Not just because it's the 3 guys writing those 3 songs, but also the songs that Rivers was doing. Like there's a lot of shit going on here. Dude, we did Red on the pod a few years ago. Maybe we should redo Red. I fucking love Red. I love this album.
Yeah, definitely should do that.
You're so stupid. You're so dumb. I will say too, the nostalgia with this record is so strong because this record leaked probably a week before you and I went to Europe for that month, because you and I backpacked in Europe for a month, and this record leaked a week before that. So I put it on my iPod, and I listened to this record every single day we were in Europe. Every fucking day we were in Europe. So there's that nostalgia, but also
that's okay. You're giving it a pass because of 4 songs. That's okay.
Also, I got 2 I gotta give 2 bangers on this one. Everybody Get Dangerous and Cold Dark World. That's the way she goes.
Okay.
2 best songs. Red is fucking fantastic.
What's the worst song?
I already said Angel and the One. And then Automatic, maybe.
Good boy.
Anyway,
good girl.
What do you got for number 3? Go.
All right. Well, let's get through these pretty quick because
we've talked about these records a lot.
Way too much. Everything Will Be Alright in the End is my number 3. It's only number 3 because Blue and Pinkerton are better for me. It's never going to change, and I don't think it should change because those are better than Everything Will Be Alright in the End. But that's not a knock to this record because it's stupid good. It is stupid good, and this is like This is like the underrated like third part. This is like the underrated like part of the trilogy for Weezer, right? Like if Maladroit's in the middle and Pinkerton's in the beginning, then this is like the underrated. Or Ratatouille's in the middle. I guess Maladroit's in the beginning. This is the third part. Everything Will Bear in the End's underrated. Listen to it. Futurescape trilogy. That's my banger.
So
I mean, this is the most prog thing they've. This is, but it's
Yeah,
it's a trilogy.
it
It's
is
a part
yeah.
of a suite.
It's like
right?
7.5 minutes long. If you were to put it all together into one song, it's 7.5 minutes.
I wish it was one song because I could playlist it, because I didn't playlist it because it just like you have to listen to all three of them.
Yeah.
It is the most prog thing they've ever done, and they pull it off absolutely perfectly. It's a coda. It stands on its own. It's so rad.
Mm-hmm.
River slays here, man. He just like it's essentially just one long winky solo.
It is,
and he's such a good guitarist, and he just like he really knows how to be so generic but so fun.
Yep, I agree.
And everything he does, really. Eulogy for a Rock Band, though. We had to pick. We had to pick a stinker, right? We had to pick one we hate.
Yeah.
No, we know we hate that. I don't hate the song, but like that's. I just think the main riff is a little bit lazy.
It is lazy, but it's still fucking catchy as hell.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
All right, my number 3. Are you done? You go with everything? We'll be all right.
No, I'm done. Talk about Blue.
My number 3, Blue, first record from '94. A lot of people will get mad at me for this, but I don't give a fuck. This record, first, Rick Ocasek produced this record from the Cars, and this record is iconic. Truly, truly iconic. This is a beyond banger album. I love this album to death. I really, really, truly do. There's nothing bad about this record. I have nothing. I literally have nothing because
there's nothing.
There's nothing. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about this record.
We haven't said 1,000 times.
Yeah, I know. And we've done this record multiple times on the podcast, so go listen to that. If I had, well, actually, it's not a bad song, but it is definitely my least favorite song, and I never, ever playlist it, and that's Undone, the Sweater song. I think that's
wild.
I think it is one of the most overrated songs of all time. So overrated.
Okay.
I really, really think it's overrated. I think it's kind of a boring song. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's fine in the context of the record when you're listening to the record, but anytime outside of that, I will always skip this song. Always skip it.
Okay. That's something.
But I mean,
you skip that song?
Yeah. I'll skip the song.
That's 100%. So stupid.
I will skip Undone. Yeah.
That's dumb.
I will skip it. But on a positive note though, finishing on a positive note, what this record did in '94 was something super fucking cool, and it was so different. No band was doing something like Weezer. Bands were there was nobody like Weezer. Like nobody sounds like Weezer. Nobody has ever sounded like Weezer. They were doing something super fucking cool. It's unique. It's awesome. Love Blue. What do you got for number 2?
Blue's my number 2. Undone's a great song, dude. It is a fucking perfect song. It is cool because you get like Jonas and like that's cool, that's fun. Like and it's like, oh, that's the most generic fucking possible like chord progression you could do. But like it's in like a 6/8 time signature, so whatever that's where it's got like a little polka thing going on. That's fun. And then you kind of hear like a little bit of like a solo there, and like, oh, like maybe these guys like know how to play their instruments. Maybe not. And then you get into like Undone, right? The Sweater song. It's like, oh, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is just stupid. But then like Rivers slays the fucking solo. The like what the fuck? Like what? Wow. How did you go from do 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 stupid song, but then you get that solo that drops in later on, and you like they're forced to be reckoned with. They're a band that like throws a little chum in the water and like waits for that fucking shark to come and gobble it up. It's that song is amazing. You're wild. But anyway, my favorite song, Say It Ain't So. I love this song. The more we jam to it, the more I convince other people to love the song. And friend of the pod, Tony, Dave's brother, who's like a drummer extraordinaire, guitarist extraordinaire, like every fucking thing extraordinaire. But we kept like, I was like, dude, like learn Say It Ain't So. Like we already all know it. And it's a really fucking good song. Like play it in the guitar. Like don't play on the drums. It sucks. But like playing in the guitar, and you'll realize like how cool fucking Rivers is, and like how much inspiration he takes. Like there's so much Hendrix in Say It Ain't So. All those little like all those little slides on the higher up on the neck, like that's fucking Hendrix, and it's really really cool. Fantastic song, easy solo. My worst song, my least favorite, The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. It's still a banger, but like I gotta pick one, and that's sorry, Pat. That's what it is. It is what it is. I guess we're just gonna talk with our fucking mic all muted the whole fucking time.
I'm sorry, my mic is muted.
It's my first time fucking doing a podcast.
So I will say that, I forgot to say my banger. Banger from Blue was Surf Wax. Surf Wax America. Oh, that was my banger. Forgot to say that. Anyway, you good with Blue? Number 3?
Yeah.
All right, my number 2.
Pat song too.
What?
That was a Pat song too.
What was? Surf Wax.
Surf
yeah,
Wax.
Surf Wax was,
the World Has Turned, and then Jonas. Not Pat's songs, but he helped write those
Pat
songs.
did Jonas too? I thought it was just Cropper and Rivers.
It was Cropper and Pat.
Oh.
And Pat. It's kind of crazy to think like even though Brian's not like the original guitarist, right? He's been there like since the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's also crazy to think that even though like Scott's not the original bass player, like everyone knows Matt Sharp. I was like, dude, Scott's been there for so fucking long. God that's a career.
When you look at like how long Matt was in the band for, like 4 years. He was only in the band for like 4, maybe 5 years. He was barely in it. It was stupid.
Scott, it's like, it's a career at this point for Scott, and that's wild.
Yeah. I also forgot too, until I was reading about it this week, that when they fired Jason Cropper, he had already recorded all of his guitar parts for Blue, and then Rivers was so mad that he told Rick, like, just scrap it all. I'll just record it all of it. And Rick's like, Rick Ocasek was like, well, that's going to take a long time, and Rivers did every single song in one take.
Yeah,
fucking. It's so fucking disrespectful to Jason Cropper, but it's just like, I get it. They were trying. This is like their big break, working with Rick Ocasek, being on Geffen and everything. So I get it, but it's still like, damn, dude. It would be cool to hear, like, I don't think that mix has ever, or that version has ever been released, right? The Cropper version?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it would really sound that much different, but it would still be cool to hear, like, the little nuances here and there. But anyway, my number 2, Everything Will Be All Right in the End. There we go. 9th record, 2014. This record blew me away when I listened to it for the first time when it came out. It took you many, many years to jump on the train on this one. Rick Ocasek came back for this record, the third time he worked with the band, and they were doing all kinds of shit that they have never done. The prog stuff, like you were mentioning, when you were talking about it, and they had a lot of songwriters helping them too, right? They did. In all fairness, yes, they did. But it's just it's crazy how cohesive this record is with how different most of the songs sound. It's just there are some pop elements, but there's enough like hard rock metal influence in there to where it's that nice, like the nice yin and yang, light and dark. I think this record is just fucking amazing. Some of the best melodies are on this record. And for a band that, 9 records in, they've done just about everything. They create something it's not new, but it's new for them. To create something new for them and still make it this fucking amazing is unreal. It's unreal. It's crazy. And what would be so cool is if like Rivers or Weezer, whatever, put out like a prog record, because clearly he can do it. He could write a prog song. Imagine a fucking 45-minute prog record. 2 songs, 3 songs max. That'd be sick.
I mean, that's something.
That'd be so sick.
That's something.
And people who haven't listened to this record, you're missing out. Go listen to it. You don't even have to listen to it 10 times. Just listen to it once, and you realize how fucking amazing this record is. Banger, Cleopatra. Love it. Just fucking love it. Love Cleopatra.
That's your banger off the record?
Cleopatra's my banger.
Is that just like this week or like
always,
all time?
Always.
That's stupid.
Cleopatra is amazing.
That's stupid.
If I had to pick a stinker, because none of them are stinkers, Ain't Got Nobody. Why did I say it like
Ain't Got Nobody?
I wish I didn't say it like that. But yeah, the opener, it's a great song, but
My Lonely Girl.
It's a little
God, that's like my favorite song too.
Yeah, Lonely Girl's good too. All right, so our number ones, obviously, Pinkerton. Do we really have to talk about this one too much?
Nah, Cross the Sea's my banger. Yeah. Get You's my stinker.
Obviously. Shut the fuck up. It is not your stinker.
Of course
Get
it
You
is. Get You's the worst song on the fucking record.
Here.
Of course it is. There's no worse song on the record than "Get You." That is absolutely the worst song. It's a great song,
You're an idiot.
and it fits.
You're an idiot.
It fits in like the direction of where they're going, and it fits in like the theme and the story. But yeah, it's a stupid fucking song. Like, oh, I just found out how to fucking make the saw sound on my guitar. Therefore, I will just be annoying about it.
All right. I mean, you're an idiot. My banger is "Get You." This is the second best Weezer song ever made. "Get You." I don't care. I don't make the rules. So yeah, banger is "Get You." I mean, once again, these aren't stinkers, but the two worst songs, "Across the Sea" and "Butterfly."
Ascolcho and "Across the Sea."
"Across the Sea" and "Butterfly." Two worst songs on the record.
The sea, I don't think you've ever heard "Across the Sea." To be fair, I don't think you have.
Well, that's the way it is. It's the way she goes.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, that's it. That's all we have for the rankings, the Weezer rankings. Thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell your friends, share all the posts, and listen to the main episode. We're in Easy Hard season. We're getting into the White Album, self-titled White Album from Weezer. Check it out. And that's it. That's all. Here's Gruber.